All right, we are on air, and we had some technical difficulties, but definitely personal difficulties, as two of the players we are going to have today are unable to join us. But Jesse is here. He was supposed to DM today for uh, Brina and Gajasura, and our new party member, the soon-to-be Dragonborn heretic monk of our friend John Harden. But instead, since we are just but two people, I will be DMing Barnabus's uh, death sequence through the nine hells.
Not online. I don't have to go through all of
Careful, Pilgrim. All right, it's uh, such is the way that happens in the nine hells. All right. Well, your
I'm probably only like one or two hells deep at this point. I mean, that's why you have to be resurrected within 10 days, right? You sink one level through hell per day.
um, well, the nine hells are an interesting bunch, and they each have um, a purpose and a function that they each punish specific sins. Uh, your sin is, I think, uh, looking into the future. But
Which is pride, avarice.
I don't know if it's a seven deadly sins. Let's see. Greed. You're not greedy for money. Yeah, avarice. Avarice would be you're
Greedy for
greedy
knowledge.
for knowledge. Yeah, to know that which is beyond uh, your your level, your position in the society of human beings versus time. You have peered into mysteries that are beyond your capabilities, which is why you've been cursed with madness.
And I appreciate that fact. It was a learning experience for all involved. Me.
uh, you find yourself uh, your spirit awakens. You've lost. Yeah, I guess for now we'll say you can keep your racial benefits. Did I already make you delete them? Or are they already gone?
Yeah. No, they're not already gone. I figured I would do that when we decided on a new race.
That's fine.
Um,
So you have your spirit has a corporeal form here. You've been uh, transplanted into the Inferno. You can uh, see uh, all manner of things as you uh, wake up in this new place. You can see spirits, other people being carried by small winged devils through the air, their souls being uh, corralled towards a far cliff. You can see trees made of human bodies, arms stretching out, fingers elongating into branches, screaming as they turn into just another tree in the tableau. Uh, the
what about what about my body? What sort of form have I taken, or do I possess?
you you have a residual self-image, that of the Barnabus that you were born as. Uh, it's a
Okay.
human body. The uh, the physical features that you remember in life are how you experience this. So you still have your awareness and your knowledge feats.
Okay. Yeah, and I snap my fingers and try to produce a little bit of flame to see if I still have kind of control over the magical ether in this form.
You use like a prestidigitation
Yeah, like
or light.
I don't know what's on my cantrip list, but something little.
Sure. Yeah, you snap your fingers and you find that they respond similarly. Um, you have a little bit. I don't know if I want to.
Yes, you do want to. Whatever you're thinking.
Oh, do I? Um,
I'm gonna say go for it.
hmm. The hmm.
You're looking at the planar stuff.
Yeah, I was seeing if, well, in Planescape, certain spells work better in certain places, but I think to optimize it, they just kind of made it optional, but it doesn't really necessarily go into a lot of depth on it. So
Yeah, basically, I think they sort of leave it up to you. They basically just suggest like sort of general properties for planes. So it wouldn't even necessarily have to be how magic functions. It might be how magic functions, but
right, uh, yeah, you snap your fingers and a flame appears. The flame ends up lighting the immediate area. There's no moonlight here. The sky is bleak and dusky. The ground beneath you is illuminated. You can see a bit of uh, a boggy style ground. Uh, the trees are mucking out of the marshy wetness beneath your feet.
I look around. Are there any features that call my eye or anything to give me direction? You said there's sky above me. It's like empty, murky sky.
Empty, murky sky. The color of uh, green, gray, a very is it a very taupe sky. Uh,
Is it a cave ceiling?
no. It's very much an open air sky. It's just that
Okay.
the colors here have been desaturated to such an extent that what blue was is no longer blue.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of look around my surroundings. You said it's like a boggy, kind of marshy,
Hmm. And
treed
since
landscape.
the lighting is very dim, murky, uh, the flame you create ends up helping to illuminate for some distance. You can see uh, in the trees now little winged creatures no bigger than a squirrel jumping around and uh, throwing shit at each other.
Quick housekeeping. Spell slots that I consumed before I died, are they still consumed, or do I have a fresh start?
I don't know if I want to give you a fresh start. How many top level spell slots do you still have left?
I have used 3 second level and 2 third level, so I still have 4 first level, 1 third level, 3 fourth level, and 1 fifth level.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. So we'll
Okay.
say no, you don't recover any spell slots.
Okay.
the moment the spirit leaves your body and ends up here is immediate. Because you did not die inside of the demon, you roll Arcana.
Okay. Do we have... I think I haven't opened bones yet. It's going to have to start up. Give me 1 second. This is probably good. I feel like I should just not roll. Oh my god. I get an 11.
That's including your bonuses? How wonderful.
Including my bonus. I rolled a 3.
Oh my. You could tell that this place is similar to one you've read in readings. You can't necessarily tell the layer, but you're most likely on the 9 hells. You're confused as to why you didn't necessarily go to the Abyss after being completely devoured by a demon, but for now you're in a land of quiet order.
Yeah, I guess I would have no idea that I got cut out of its belly before I died.
Yeah.
Quiet order. So there are like little imps and creatures in the trees. Are they intelligent creatures, or are they just minor unintelligent manifestations of lawful evil?
The imps are, I believe, slightly intelligent. Not the most intelligent creatures you're going to find here at all. They speak Infernal in common, so they do speak. You can hear little twitterings that you can. Do you speak Infernal? Yes.
Yes, I speak Infernal.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you can actually hear, things like certain name calling. Yeah. Come on, short tail. You'll never catch me.
I walk over to one of the nearest trees under the imps and call out to one of them, "Imp, come down here now!"
Who are you to command me so, spirit?
If you do not come quickly, I will consume you, and you will burn in my belly.
Intriguing. A spirit who thinks he can destroy me. He
Not destroy, enslave.
I do appreciate your strength. He flits down to a couple branches towards you, sitting on someone's like screaming face. What can I do for you? They're tiny, so like maybe a little imp this big.
Okay. Where are we?
Here, you are in the. You are near the cliffs. The cliffs of Dis.
Which is infernal for avaricious madness.
The cliffs of Dis? No. Yeah. The unscarable madness. What's the inconceivable?
Does that name ring any bells to me?
Sure. You can see where he his hand kind of leads forward. As he like stretches out his hand, it's almost like you can see farther towards these canyons that are beyond. This is the second layer of the 9 hells.
Do I have any familiarity with I don't know. Are there any stories of people who have been to the Nine Hells and left of their own accord, or do I have any familiarity of myths about the Nine Hells, that kind of thing?
Roll history. Oof.
What did I get? Man, I'm sucking at the knowledge rolls. My brain has gone through a bit of trauma here.
Yeah.
+5, 9. I don't know shit about the Nine Hells.
No, it's you know about as much as the next guy. You remember a story of a musician that put Cerberus put a three-headed dog to sleep and got his wife, but lost her at the last second. You remember from your childhood.
Great. Where do new souls come here from, little creature?
All over. You are new here. You are a petitioner.
What does that mean?
You have come to give your soul to the great devils, the archdevils.
I have no intention of giving my soul to anyone.
That is fine. Some like to take it. You will petition nonetheless.
What is involved in this petition?
You you have served these deities faithfully, and because of that, you can choose to continue to serve the devils. Petitioners are able to gain great power if you find the right devil to petition to.
Is that so? And then they own my soul forever.
But what need of you have souls? What's your perception? It's high, right?
My perception is high. My insight is less high.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want? My insight is not bad. Passive perception is 20. Insight roll is +6.
You, while talking to this imp, can see something that evaded your perception prior. Someone has been standing watching you quietly.
I shoo the imp away and turn to face the person who's watching.
A cloaked and hooded figure in brown and black, brown fabric with a black fastener. This has been watching. You hear a voice. You hear no voice. You turned and you looked at her. It.
Yeah, I just turned to face and inspect her. It.
The hooded figure doesn't make any move to. It doesn't move enough.
Can I help you? Can you help me?
I hope so much. Perhaps. For a price.
Who are you?
We have known each other a long time. You have carried me for so long, perhaps now it is time I carry you.
Do we have a name for her?
I don't know.
Even though I don't know her true name.
Do you have a name for her?
I don't. What should I call you?
You can call me Tess.
I step forward and extend my hand. Tess, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, face to face.
We are not face to face. This is but a shadow of my form. I am not yet free to travel the 9 planes.
The rest of you, where is it?
It resides still with your body.
Up above.
Up above. Your concept of space is flawed. We exist on all planes at all times. Your spirit has been here for some long moments. As soon as you made that deal, the devils here took notice.
And you, is your shade always here? Why are you here with me?
You sense a slight roll. You sense a slight tinge of anger at the stupidity of your question, almost. Here with you? No, child. You are here with me. Only because of my good grace that your spirit has been allowed to retain its properties here in the Hells. These petitioners around you, they are not like you. She gestures at the trees that are here.
I look down at one of the poor souls.
He gestures to the skies as spine.
Run my hand over his trunk.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Indeed, a poor bastard that you could have been. We must find our way out if you are to return to complete your function.
My function? Will you enlighten me?
I am afraid I cannot do that. Your purpose is too large to spill the hand of. My master will be unhappy.
Well, it seems I am indebted to you and your master.
Indeed. And you will be more so once we find you a way to get back to the material plane.
Do I know who her master is?
Would
this be the same devil that I would have...
Let's talk about the summoning ritual you did once upon a long time ago.
Okay.
What was the nature of the summoning? Why did you were looking for extraplanar knowledge?
Yeah, I think I would have been looking for maybe some of the stuff that she's talking about, like knowledge of the nature of the coherence of the planes. Yeah, the nature of reality and time.
Mm-hmm. You were... Why did you choose I guess? Or did you try something else and ended up...
I think I would have been trying everything. My character also speaks Celestial. I feel like I was trying everything. Sure. There are probably angels or devas that I conferred with or tried to confer with.
Sure.
Maybe this was one among many quote-unquote successes that I had, or my only success to contact some sort of extraplanar being.
I think that your divinations would have given you great insight in who to talk to and how to speak to them, and you learned Celestial, you learned Infernal, you knew the dangers of talking to devils. You knew that they would, in fact, always be leading to some greater goal, but that you would still benefit from such a relationship. And you went too far one day. They don't... You actually, no, I don't think you did, because you were still... Your character is what? Neutral good? Chaotic good?
Yeah. Or, actually, I have him as true neutral. He might be neutral good. He's true neutral on paper.
Sure, true neutral is fine. Um, because you're true
He
neutral.
seems to have some good tendencies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The uh, devil you talked to, or well, the the extraplanar being you first reached out to, that was parading itself as a celestial, and tricked you nonetheless to carry this arcane focus fox skull, or to track it down
Mm-hmm.
and find it, and therefore
Mm-hmm.
binding you to the skull, which whispered secrets into your ear.
Hmm.
The uh, You've been ever since. That was what drove you to your hermitage, your craziness, and your countless
Trying to escape from the voices.
your countless divinations of cutting up rats and reading the entrails. Eventually, you started deciding to divine from the hops at the bottom of the glass instead. That was easier.
I see fog and clouds in my future.
Oh, it's getting
Blindness.
better.
This is a good omen.
Uh, I see fogs and clouds in my future. Uh, well, here you don't have the benefit or luxury of those that fog and cloud. You don't have the luxury of you actually have quite a bit of more sanity here than you would have ever in clarity. You're beginning to realize that your clarity is very much more in tune here. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're still dealing with things that are definitely beyond. You've been hinted at this knowledge for some time, and all of a sudden, here it is. And uh, the creature in front of you says, "You're here with me, and we don't have much time to waste if we're going to get you out of here. You still have more of a function to carry out. I need you to live. And if you can't
Good.
do
I
that
like the
most
sound of that.
basic If you can't do that most basic of components, then we do not have a very good arrangement. Now do we?"
I think I can handle that.
Very well.
Now that the nightmares have settled from visions into mere reality, they seem a lot easier to stomach.
Well, perhaps, perhaps if you are as intuitive as you think you are, then we can get out of here alive. But you still have sins to answer for me, if none other.
Hmm. Well, we'll see. If I can't worm my way out of those. How do we get out of here?
We must go through the canyons, back across the river. We must find our way out through the top.
I'm not a very good
Luckily,
swimmer.
yes, we will have to find a way to convince the boatmen.
Hmm. All right, let's go then. Can I see the? You said I saw cliffs in the distance. Is that the canyons that she's referring to?
Yes.
All right, let's
She
go then.
she turns and begins to lead you towards these canyons, spires. Uh, the canyons themselves are uh, yes, you see cliffs, but as you begin to travel, the land around you moves swiftly, uh, as if you were moving at a pace not of your feet, but of thought. The
Hmm.
As you follow Tess, she brings you to uh, the base of these cliffs, and you begin to see how they are large spires that continue on into a labyrinthian maze of corridors in front of you.
So, Tess, how will we find our way through this?
Mm. It's not really a question of finding our way through. It's finding our way through unnoticed. Within these cliffs, this
This
maze, there will be others that will try to take you from me.
this
Get on right.
labyrinth, it wouldn't happen to be the labyrinth, would it?
The labyrinth. You're talking about like the labyrinth of like Minos,
Yeah.
or you're asking like as if you have particular knowledge that there is a single labyrinth within the nine hells. Yes, it is the labyrinth. No, there are many labyrinths here. Here where the mind and the petitioners must be separated and stored, each to their own specific sins.
An interesting method, really. It's almost like trapping them in a section of their own mind. A little loop that you can put them away somewhere. Much more efficient than a prison cell. Well, less
Everything that
efficient. Interesting, though.
small is big, and everything that was big is small. Soon you will know everything.
I don't want to know everything anymore. No, I still want to know everything. I try to run from it, but I still want to know everything.
Yeah, you run and you find yourself coming back the other side. No! No! No!
All right.
The cliffs await. We must be stealthy. We must be quiet. No more speaking from here on. Until we are out of these cliffs, we are in very much danger. The cloaked figure moves forward into the darkness. She offers you a bit of rope that she has.
I grab the end of the rope and then quietly follow after her.
All right. Roll stealth with advantage.
Oh! Yeah! Plus 2, 19.
Together you move quiet as a snake in the Garden of Eden. The uh, the darkness consumes you. It's not something that you have the ability to see through. Your compatriot, however, seems to find no problem picking her way through the maze.
As we're walking, I put my hands on the walls. What are they made of?
The walls are made of cold, what feels like stone, uh, slightly porous. You can feel little nicks. You can feel the.
Of course, it would be volcanic stone in hell. Cock.
When you were walking up, that it seemed very white. The cliffs seemed bleached.
I follow along after her through the darkness.
Through the darkness, you can hear all sorts of sounds. You can hear wings flapping. You can hear crying. You can hear dark laughter. You can also hear screams. That echo through the cliffs.
I don't say anything. I wonder, but I don't wonder aloud.
You all of a sudden feel the line go slack as you continue walking forward.
I pull up to the end of the rope. Is it? She's dropped it?
No, she's stopped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I pull up to the end of the rope and put a hand on her wrist. Mm-hmm. And kind of lean my head close to hers. Why have we stopped?
As soon as you speak, why have we stopped? You can see two eyes turn towards you and open and illuminate your face. In front of you, you can see a creature with a barbed beard and large red eyes and a big smile on his face. The creature is maybe 15 feet off. He clicks his tongue. Then more. Two more soldiers arrive.
I address him in Infernal. Well, it seems you've caught us. Where will you take us now?
Boys, looks like we've got a couple runaways. Where will we take you now? Well, we're going to take you to where they punish killers. You think the King of Midland enjoyed being murdered?
That was an unfortunate accident, wasn't it?
Yes, they always are, aren't they? Your
probably
wife
deserved.
Gets hit by a door. The king somewhat fell on your spells.
We have business above. We won't be turning back.
You have business below, and I hate to inform you, but turning back is all you'll ever do for the rest of your measly spiritual life.
Do I know the name of whatever devil is Tessa's master?
I feel like you would have known them by a name. You knew them by the name Thandar Coolveins.
Gentlemen, I believe Thandar will be displeased to find you turning us from our course.
Thandar. Thandar.
Not to mention, it won't be easy to do so.
You are a servant of Thandar? I see.
Yes.
So it is even more. It is less important that we bring you for the punishment of your sins, and more important that we cut you down here where you stand. Soldiers! Roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
You try to roll intimidation or persuasion, or continue to talk to these, or nudge?
No, I don't think I think I've failed to persuade or intimidate them. I look at Tess.
They're the shock troops of the devil world.
Yeah, they're not interested. I will start to cast, which will probably trigger initiative.
Sure. Oh, they got a natural 20. Roll your initiative.
They got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
You start the words of arcane magic begin to flow from your mouth, and the bearded devil spring into action. Already had considered it when you had mentioned the name of Bandar. Two of them throw themselves towards you, while the third one goes to fight your friend Tess.
How large are they?
They are human-sized. The first one attacks you with his blade.
This is not going to go well.
It's a 20 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and then follows up with a swipe of his beard. Oh,
Bearded
and
devils are kind of...
that's
Oh, man. Yeah, that's
darn
probably going
funny.
to hit too.
All right, so you need to roll 2 DC 12 Constitution saving throws.
Okay, I fail one of them.
You fail the first one. You take 18 points of damage
Okay.
from the glaive. The glaive opens up an infernal wound upon you. The wound begins to pus and fester almost immediately, and it begins to drain fluid from your body. You can try to staunch the wound with a successful wisdom medicine check. And it will also close if you receive magical healing. The beard uh, does 5 damage, and you can feel it make you a little bit woozy, but your body fights off the poison. The second bearded, how many hit points do you have left?
27.
Second guy rolls. Is a 15 hit?
Yeah, I have AC 12.
Okay, and then this beard misses. Roll one more.
Con save?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah. And that 20 saves you from the extra damage it would have done from the compounded infernal wounds. And you take 4 damage from the attack. The final bearded devil attacks your compatriot. Hits her with the glaive, misses with his beard.
They stand in our path in front of us?
Do something real fast.
Yeah.
Well, so, some reason game table is not opening.
Are you opening the EXE?
Yeah. Why? Why is it not open? Just
I don't know.
oh, there it is. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
The
So how wide is the corridor that we're in?
you. Oh my. Let's see characters. You're a human wizard. Figure out how to resize these pods.
If you left click on them, it'll bring up a menu, and then there's a drop down called face size.
Yeah. Do you have extensions? Soldiers. Yards, dwarves, do you have essentials too? Well, sorry this is taking so long.
That's okay. I'm looking at spells, thinking about options.
Hmm. Okay. Here you are in the Mountains of Madness. Two bearded devils here on the south have attacked you and your wizard hat, and one has attacked your guide.
Hmm.
So, on your turn, you both act.
Okay. I think I'll take a 5-foot step towards my companion.
Okay.
And then I
So,
will... Yeah, that'll provoke an attack.
if you do, you're going to provoke from this one.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. A 13?
Hits.
Why do you have such shitty HP, Jesse?
Because I'm a wizard.
Okay. Roll your con save. Okay.
13?
Yep, you'll succeed.
Okay.
All right. So you've taken a 5-foot step and...
I take damage, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. 10 damage.
And then I will cast invisibility at 3rd level on both of us.
Okay.
And then I will use the rest of my movement to withdraw behind one of those pillars.
Rest of your what?
The rest of my movement to, run back 25 feet behind one of those pillars.
Oh, I didn't lose you. What'd you say?
I'll use the remaining 25 feet of my movement to run back behind one of those pillars. And I don't know if I'll provoke as invisible.
I don't know if you will either. The let's see. I think you have full cover, which means they can't necessarily take an attack on you. I will say that they swing at you and miss. I can't. I don't want to roll it for that.
Yeah.
You just appear and they're like, "What?" They don't even think to take the reaction.
Both of us disappear.
The
So I cast invisibility 1 level up and touch Tess, so it casts on both of us. I don't know if it affects her, but...
Mm-hmm. The Tess, on her turn, draws her sword from beneath her cloak and attacks 3 times. The first time with advantage. Go ahead and roll the first attack.
19.
Hits.
Yeah,
Roll 48 plus 4.
Oh, that's a lot.
Sorry, 1d10 plus 3. That's it's fine. 48 plus 4 is fine.
20.
Okay. Roll second attack. Third attack.
14 and 12.
Both of those hit, so another 46.
Oh, 46.
Sorry, 48, sorry.
Um, 35 and 17. Whoa, that was a really high roll.
Yeah, so the second one, second attack cuts down the one in front of her, and she turns to
Just wail on the one next to her.
wail on the other one next to her. Kafah! They, immediately sensing that this is a tougher challenge than they thought, decide to gang up on her. And they both attack. I think it's this one. Yeah.
These are really nice tokens. Where'd you get these?
I got them from a magical place called the Internet.
Yeah, I was wondering. I haven't looked yet, but I figured there would probably be some people who'd done some work to make some cool tokens.
Well, I was looking for that I ended up not being able to find were overlays for this game table.
Also, yeah, it's got to be out there.
No, the program doesn't support it.
Oh.
They support underlays, they support togs, and they support what was the third thing that they have? So environment. So I can put new things into the environment and stuff like that.
I bet you somebody's created underlays though that are like rooms and that kind of thing. That would be good.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I guess you could like make underlays that were actually things. I didn't think about that, but yeah, it's probably possible. It was upsetting because I kept failing it. Okay.
Their turn.
Restarted bones. Gaboosh. Wow. The first one misses with both of its attacks, and its beard just kind of gets in its own face.
Oh.
Second one scores a critical hit, and its beard gets in its face. So, your compatriot uses a quick attack to like throw her parry to throw their beards up, and they're both momentarily stunned. Not stunned, but
blinded, disoriented.
Blinded, disoriented, yeah. And she'll have advantage on both of them. The creature, however, does 8 damage. And she fails her save. So a large pustule driven wound also appears on her across her chest. You can see it cuts away part of the robe, and you can see her face momentarily. It's too dark. Can't quite make it out.
Do you get another save on your turn?
No. You take damage at the beginning of your turn unless you make a medicine check.
Oh, so I actually should have taken damage.
I'd already rolled it into the first one, so I didn't.
Okay, cool. Ooh, it's start of your turn, not end of your turn?
Yeah.
That's rough.
It will be for you, as you die.
I
No,
may die, depending on how much it
no,
is.
Mr. Barnabus, I expect you to die.
Well, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
What happens if I die here?
Well, if your brain dies in the Matrix, then how much HP do you have left?
So 13.
You take 8.
And is it my turn?
It is.
I'll spend my turn rolling a medicine check, I guess. I assume this continues on.
It will if you don't. Yeah. So DC 12 was
A 9.
Hmm.
Oh, if it's DC 12, then I'll just portent it into a 12.
Okay.
Although, technically, I learned I'm supposed to be doing my portents before I roll them. But
Okay, I see. Really? You can't choose to do it after?
yeah, unfortunately.
Mm. Oh, we can house rule it afterwards. I like it better that you're able to foresee.
Yeah, I do too. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll portent my medicine roll then into a 12. And I have +6 to medicine, so.
Um, the you bind up your wound, and you're able to staunch the flow of pus and blood. Her turn. She has advantage on both of them. She's one that she's hit already. Go ahead and roll. She can use her sword two-handed, as it is versatile.
She might as well hit and hit.
So she, whasha, whasha. So she does,
Versatile. What does or what does two-handing something do again?
increases the damage of the weapon from 1d8 to 1d10.
Okay.
So she does 1d10 plus 4 plus 3d8. So 14 plus 3d8. 3, not 4.
Yeah, that was 12 on the d8s. And then, so that's
20.
14 plus 12 is, yeah, 26.
The first
And
one's still up.
I'll just chop into him as well then. And then 17 plus 4, you said? Another 21 points of damage.
This is to the other one because she took advantage on both swings.
Oh, she doesn't have advantage on both of them? She should have advantage on both of them, right? They both got natural ones.
Right, I guess it was the first attack on both of them in my head. But
Oh, okay.
right, so she's
okay.
done. She chopped one, she chopped the other, and now she's
sure.
going to take a third attack on the one that she's mostly killed.
Gotcha. Wait, she have 2 attacks or 3?
She has 3. So she gets one more regular attack against the guy she's almost killed.
That's gonna miss.
That's going to hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Good God. She's kind of powerful.
And she hacks into
16 plus 4, 20.
The bearded devil is cut in half, and he begins to wither away. You can see that there's something just extra about her attacks.
No kidding.
His eyes turn bloodshot, and his mouth begins to curdle with all sorts of veins and stuff like that, and he falls over dead. And the third one hisses at her. And then turns to run. This one's going to try to go this way. Book, 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 book. Kabook. So she gets an attack of opportunity, and you will get an attack of opportunity.
All right. I'll have advantage because I'm invisible.
Mm-hmm. So do hers first.
Can I use spells for attacks of opportunity? Or cantrips?
I think that's something that Tory has.
I don't think I threaten then because I don't have a weapon.
Warcaster. Yeah, Warcaster is a feat that allows you to do that.
That's what it is. Alright. I don't threaten then. I don't have a weapon.
Alright, so she rolls an attack.
She gets a 3 to hit, which is probably going to miss.
That will miss. He's going to dash. 1, 2. Oh.
He's pretty well beat up, right?
He is pretty well beat up.
How far away is it?
Looks like he might actually run right into you because of my stupid drawing. Yeah. He runs around the other side of this large, away from you.
Oh, so he's out of sight.
He is.
Alright, I'll run around so that I can see him then, and then magic missile him.
Pop, 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 pop. Roll your
11 points.
11. He's not quite dead yet. Your compatriot comes this way and has a longbow attack. Sheathes her sword, draws a longbow. Roll. She might hit you. roll.
Bam.
All right. She has another attack. Go and roll another one. I won't have her kill you. That's just foolish.
No, that'd be crappy. 12 plus whatever her attack is.
Mm-hmm. It'll hit.
Longbows are D8s?
Yes. That's another 3d8. And she does
14, 15.
Another attack that arrow drives into the thing's back and kills it. It was very unfortunate.
You seem to handle it well enough. It's pretty impressive to us.
You are near death.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't die here, can I?
If you die here, you will be lost to me. Here on the second level of hell, you will find yourself in the realm of Dispater.
It can get worse?
Oh, it can get much, much worse. You fool!
Do I have any of my equipment on me?
Such as you have
Healing
your clone,
potions?
huh?
Healing potions that would have been in
Well,
my
you
pack?
don't
No.
have any healing potions. You have no physical. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no way to heal then. Well, I guess I can rest and recover hit dice. Can I rest here?
We don't have time for you to sit here and wait.
I'm gonna die. I don't really want to go deeper into this hellhole.
If we stand here, we are but bait for the devils that come through. If we had waited, and you have kept silent, you would not be near death as you are. You had one rule.
You're right.
Now, if you are going to make it out of here alive, I suggest you keep your mouth quiet.
I can cast invisibility on both of us.
That may make things easier. But don't think this forgives you for your incompetence.
It sounds like there's no forgiveness in this place.
No. For that, you needed to end it up in Celestia.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I'll cast invisibility on both of us, which I can concentrate on for up to an hour.
You cast it as a third level spell.
Yeah.
You have more third level spells left?
Oh, no, I'm casting it as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
We could take I look at Tess. Invisible, we could take a short rest.
No. We continue.
Alright. You're the boss here, I guess. I get ready to continue following her on.
Roll stealth with advantage.
Mm-hmm. 7 plus 2, 9.
You continue on through the cliff, and again holding onto the rope that is there. And at some point, you stumble. You've gone so fast that you trip over an old corpse that is laying there, and you say, "Oof! Oh no!" You feel the rope slacken, and
Shit.
shit, sir. And you wait. The rope's still slack.
Pull myself up to the end of it.
She hits you in the face, and then continues on again.
Yeah, follow along after her in silence.
And in silence, you
Is
walk.
there any change in the surroundings as we move along, or is it just darkness?
It's dark. You constantly are being pulled around these pillars that exist above you. The every so once in a while, she'll stop again, change direction. It takes you what feels like hours and hours, verging on days and weeks, since all you've seen is no light. You can look up and you can see the beige taupe sky above you, and it doesn't provide you any sorts of luminescence down here, but you can see it almost all the way up there, hundreds, thousands of meters high. Eventually, the forest of pillars clears out, gets thinner, or thicker, really, as the pillars begin to connect more and more, and the
Mm-hmm.
canyons begin to become one less and less, until you begin to see uh, the uh, what looks at like the cliffs open up into a more of a they're less they've it's almost like they've amalgamated into these large openings as you travel
Mm-hmm.
backwards through them, and you can see large crowds of people now as the sky lets in more light, um, and you begin to intersperse yourself among uh, petitioners. The flow of souls into the canyon you can start to see. Invisible, they're able to avoid many of the groups as Tess continues to pull you to the side and around and through these groups with incredible timing.
Hmm. Where are the petitioners being led into?
They're going through the canyons, so they're being sorted essentially. Remember?
Mm-hmm. I think you cut out for just a moment.
So there's the the canyon is, we'll say, you've been coming through the this way
Mm-hmm.
through the backside of it, going through all these very sparse circular spires that are travel. Oh my gosh, all over the up the uh, through the land. But as it gets closer to the start of um, the second hell layer of hell, the canyons have widened, and this is where the souls are starting out. So now there's much more of a press of a crowd of souls. They're all kind of coming through here, and so you're finding it harder to pick through the current in the other direction, essentially.
Mm. Yeah, I look to Tess for any guidance.
Uh, she, you're both invisible, so
Yeah.
really all you can do is feel the pull of the cord every so once in a while. You can see this uh, tableau of faces going by, each bleak and dull. Some have a smile of sin on their face, or they seem skeezy or happy or uh, angry or fat, tired.
Also a grave sin.
It is. It's one of the seven deadly.
Fatness. Tiredness.
Uh, Man, I'm exhausted. Stop sitting. Go out and do something with your life.
Continue following as she guides me through the kind of current of the crowd coming in through the canyon.
Eventually, the cliffs and the canyons merge into a large plain. The canyons begin to become lower, or you begin to have an uphill climb towards the start of where these canyons widen into a great vale, beyond which you can see a large river.
Hmm. Um, yeah, just fall into step with her. Can I see any feature? Yeah, what kind of features are there as we approach the river?
You approach with her. You can see the vale is very much an open plains, and there's petitioners that are kind of wandering around. spined devils are flying down, swooping, picking up spirits, and flying off, flying down, swooping up spirits. Lifting particular ones over the cliffs. They don't have to walk through. These special few need to be dropped off specifically in places.
Being sorted.
Right.
Spine devils are the worker bees.
Right. Tess, you can feel the slack, and she finally speaks to you after a long, long, long time, and she says, "We can rest here if you still need to."
I definitely need to. Are we resting momentarily or for a longer period of time?
Momentarily.
All right. I'm gonna roll a bunch of hit dice.
No, I should say no. There is no rest for the wicked.
I'm not that wicked. I just, got eaten by a demon.
No rest for the wicked.
I'm just gonna use all my hits. 15, that's not bad. That puts me at 46. Yeah. Spend up all my hit dice and recover a bit. And then look up at Tess. So we just have to get upstream and then we'll be home free?
Yes. This is the hardest challenge. We must convince the boatman.
Well, has anyone convinced him before?
There have been stories that he has been distracted. But really, it's unprofessional to talk behind your coworkers' backs.
I mean, it's his job to keep me here, isn't it?
Indeed it is. He will be most unhappy if he finds out that you have tricked him.
Can he be negotiated with?
He can be bought and bribed. He can also be spoken with, but if I reveal myself, he will have no dealing with us.
Why is that?
It matters not to an ant like you, the politics here in this place. But let it be known that my spirit he will recognize me. Let's just say, leave it at that.
So you'll be staying here?
It is not my place. I'm really only traveling with you.
Is anyone allowed to come and go by his boat?
What do you mean by anybody?
Are there any devils or other creatures that are permitted?
Here in this place, his boat is law. This is his realm. I just want to make sure it's his realm.
I'm going to use, actually during our short rest, I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to get some spell slots back. How about a third level slot and a second level slot?
If you died with a coin, you may be able to convince this boatman to bring you to the other layer. His is the river.
Just any coin?
Uh, Gold coins, preferably, I'm sure.
Wait,
But
you
as
have
I
to.
said, creatures of all material realms die here.
Hmm. But I wouldn't have material goods with me.
Uh, no. Not unless they're like put into your hands of some sort, a coin pressed into the dead's hands to give them fare across the ferry.
Mm-hmm.
Tacitus doesn't believe in such things. He's a wizard, fighter.
All the more reason he should believe in such things. So it'll have to be negotiated with.
Most likely.
All right. I walk up to the banks then and open up my eyes and
You'll have to
look for the
speed.
boatman.
There's as you get closer to the shore, there are uh, there's movement in the water. There's spirits that are flowing, swimming, and grasping at the shore where you stand. As long as you stand a fair distance away from them, they won't be able to grab you. While you wait there for the boatman, you can see a large pole-driven ferry moving at a sure pace towards the shore. Tess points it out. There. Now that you're more in the light, you see Tess's face better. You see a very stunning-looking woman with an aquiline nose, broad, muscular features on her face. The ferry pulls up to shore, and it's a large boat, as you realize as it gets closer. But only one boatman steers it. His long, his long pole is several tens of meters long. The boat, the souls get off the boat in droves of hundreds, and he begins to he waits for them all to leave. The creature stands about 15 feet tall.
Once all the souls have disembarked, I walk up to the shore in front of the boat and call out to the boatman.
Hello. Greetings, petitioner.
Boatman, I wish to bargain for passage.
What need of you on the other side?
My time has not yet come. There's still much to be done.
I have heard such ramblings before. You think you are the first to believe they have died before their time? Each die as they are supposed to.
We all die before our time. There's never enough time.
As a creature beyond time, I am not quite certain what you mean.
Tell me,
It has
Boatman.
always been my boat, and as a function, always been a boatman.
Tell me, Boatman, why do you ferry the souls? Why do you care which side of the river a soul lands on?
Because on that side, they give me coin. Only the ones that pay are able to take the boat. Those that don't pay have to swim.
There are things of value other than coin. What about knowledge?
Knowledge? What use does a boatman have of knowledge? What knowledge could you have that would be interesting to me?
Yeah.
I have talked with kings and queens, peasants, great lovers of women and men. What have you to offer better than them? Nothing? Ah, you waste my time.
Tell me, Boatman. Give me a moment to think.
Sure. Tell me, boatman. Hold on a second.
I'm trying to think of things I can give him with my character will still be an interesting character to play. I feel like there are probably things I can offer, but they might be too steep of a cost to still be worth playing this character.
You look at my personality traits. I give you my happiness.
Yes, exactly. Well, I was thinking empathy or love or like those kind of things. But then it might cease to be interesting to play a character that lacked those traits. Might be better off on this side without them.
You barter memories, perhaps.
Yeah, memories would be good. Well, that's way better than eyes. I was totally going to give him my eyes.
Eyes are good. I like eyes. To sacrifice one's eyes is a great sign of wisdom.
I would have a hard time casting quite a few spells without eyes, though.
Yeah, but think about it. You'd be a blind diviner?
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
Excellent.
That's totally what I was thinking.
You get reincarnated, but unfortunately the new one's eyes don't work.
I mean, you would have eyes. They're just spiritually. I
Yeah,
would be lacking the sense of vision. They wouldn't plug into anything up there.
exactly. Yeah. I wait. My patience grows thin, little wizard.
Probably. I wonder. I need to figure out. Eyes. It would be fun to offer eyes. That would be a good one.
Yeah, but then you would lose. Well, you know what? That would actually work out well unless you were reincarnated as a human, because then you could lose your awareness feat.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that would totally suck.
Well, you already kind of have to lose a feat anyways if you're not human.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, all the alertness and awareness stuff. Yeah, that is true. I do have to lose those feats.
Unless you took a +2 somewhere. I thought you took a feat.
Yeah,
Do you have 3 feats right now?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, yeah, it would be hard to cast a lot of spells without being able to see. It might be a little bit difficult to play a blind character. There aren't really good ways around being blind either. There isn't.
The boatman begins to turn the boat around. Goodbye, Jesse!
Wait!
He dips his pole into the water.
I was brought down here because of my greed for knowledge. Perhaps there's a piece of myself I can offer you in payment.
I'm listening. What could you offer?
Were you born, boatman?
I was not. I was created. I have no sense of birth or death.
Do you know what it is to feel?
To feel? Well, no.
Are you
Not
anything more than function?
of what?
Are you anything more than function?
No. I am simply my position here. I take money. I take souls. I do as I am commanded by my purpose. We all have purpose in this life. Mine is more specific than others.
I will offer you my right eye, and with it, everything it has seen.
Your right eye. Why not your left as well?
I will need it on the other side. I will give you the left the next time I return. I won't stay up there long.
Come, make yourself at home on the boat.
I step across the gangplank onto the boat, or up onto the boat, and sit down.
It will pay the fee for your compatriot as well.
Is Tess coming with me?
Tess looks to move. I guess,
In future payment for your left eye, I shall allow the both of you to come across. But mark my words, if I do not get that eye, I will find you. Or I will send others to find you.
I would not be foolish enough to attempt to outrun that fate. I take in my surroundings. It's pretty pathetic view for the last thing you're going to get to see with one of your eyes.
It's super bleak. I mean, it's still pretty epic. I mean, this is beyond anything you've ever seen before. I mean, where's the... Yeah.
Cascading torment of a river of souls. Yeah, maybe I should pluck it out right now. This is awful.
One of my favorite pictures of the river Styx by Gustave Doré. No, it's bleak. I mean, obviously the fairy in this story is bigger, but I like the souls of the damned as the water. Hey,
Do you think they're just drowning the whole way?
no, actually, you see as the souls try very hard to climb into the boat, and every so once in a while, the boatman, um, hits at him with his stick and drives them from the boat.
I look down into the water. Are they all souls from the material plane?
Roll roll perception.
DC 16?
You see all manner of souls, goblinoids, draconians, humanoids of all ilk are here in the water. But what rouses your attention the most is a human face that you see, your father. Your father here is swimming amongst the souls, grasping towards the boat.
Is this where all souls end up? Are there better places, or is this as good as it gets?
There are other places.
I turn and look the other way. Better not to have looked.
He doesn't even make any notice of you. The soul is swimming. Tess sees you turn aside, but doesn't speak. Just kind of smirks. eventually you find yourselves on the other side. The boat pulls into shore there, and there's a long dock that souls wait on. And as the ferry pushes its way towards it and begins to slow, the boatman looks at you on your seat and extends his hand towards you. I will receive my payment now.
I reach into my face and pluck out my right eye carefully.
Roll wisdom. Oh. You have a break from reality as you like very difficultly like pull your own eye out. It's very traumatic of experience for you to have to reach into your own face and to pull and to pluck your eyeball, and you find yourself unable to rip your own eye out.
I turn around to Tess. I'm ashamed to say, I think I may need your help.
She hesitates for 0 seconds. Grabs the back of your head, and you can feel long nails that go into your right eye, and and pluck your eye out. And there's like a long cord from your eyeball to the, and she using her nails just severs the small cord and hands it to you as you scream in pain.
Collapse to the ground. Hold my hand out for it. And receive it. Brace myself and stand back up and hand it over to the boatman.
He takes your offering. Yes. He oh. You have seen many things in your time. They are delicious. I shall remember the memories for you.
You'll have the rest next time I'm here. I don't think I'll miss it.
Do not forget. Otherwise, great unhappiness shall befall you.
I'm pretty sure it will either way. As he laughs, yes. I turn and stride off the boat.
Even without your eyes, you can still see.
Wander off up the shore, stumbling, kind of in pain, blood loss.
Great darkness washes over you as you stumble along the shore. When you, in the darkness of your head, you can hear Tess's voice. You still have a purpose to serve. You must free me from this skull. If you can, I shall forgive you.
It does seem I owe you, Tess. And I continue on up.
On up until light.
Do you want to roll for what I get reincarnated as now, or do you want to wait for when Tory's present? I feel like there's a convenience factor to doing it now.
You know, I feel like... No.
Okay. And then I can remake my character before the next time we play, and that'll be good to go with this.
You just have to fix the race.
Well, yeah. I'll probably have to figure out what... Yeah, I'll have to rework my character sheet a little bit. Oh, man. I hope I don't get anything sucky.
Well,
I don't want to be a halfling right now. But I feel like there's a pretty high chance I could end up as one of those.
10th place. Ooh. I'm rolling again.
Wait, did you get...
What'd you get? Human.
Oh, yeah.
Boring.
Oh, wow, there's a pretty high chance for human.
Yeah. When I saw the 9, I was hoping for Tiefling. Alright, if we roll again, it's a human, we're going to keep it. But 55. Half elf.
Half elf? Right. Sounds good.
Alright. Not bad. Half elf's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What do you think? Where does the body come from?
I think it must be recently deceased. Or is it created from the magic?
It says it's created from the magic.
I don't know why I don't know how to spell today. Spelling hard. Yeah, the spell forms a new adult body for it. Let's see.
What are the traits for half elf? It's like charisma or something.
You get charisma up by 2, and 2 of your other ability scores increased by 1.
That'll be good. It'll be nice to have some charisma, actually. Kind of needed that.
You get dark vision to 60 feet.
That'll be good.
You can't be put to sleep by magic, and you get advantage against being charmed. You gain proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. And you get common and elvish. I guess we'll probably keep your languages.
Yeah. Man, Tiefling would have been pretty cool.
Well, I was hoping for Tiefling. I think Tiefling would have made the most sense, too.
I mean, we could just make it be Tiefling. It does make quite a bit of sense. And then it would just be like my original body with demonic traits spliced onto it.
Sure. And minus an eye.
And minus an eye. I would be down for that. It might be a little more interesting. What do you think?
Actually, I do agree with that. I'm just trying to think if I... What's John going to be? He said he was going to be a ranger.
Yeah, did he say... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess I don't want to duplicate whatever. Halfling Ranger for Jaeger's campaign.
Halfling ranger. He always likes to be little people.
Yeah. I'm glad that you did not roll me a halfling.
Please not Slytherin, please not Slytherin. Why not Slytherin? I will let you be a tiefling if you can tell me why you wouldn't want to be a halfling. Forgot. This is why I went and sat in the other room. Fucking batteries out.
Why I wouldn't want to be a halfling?
Yeah.
What's
wrong with being a halfling? Huh?
I feel like I don't want to be an overgrown child. I feel like this character is not capable of being that cheerful.
You can't be a lugubrious halfling?
Just dour and despairing.
Yeah. Alright. We can make you a tiefling. You can be a tiefling or a half elf. That's your choice. You're gonna
Okay.
choose tiefling instead.
I think they're both pretty good. Do you lean one way or the other?
What do you mean?
So, do you have a preference of which I would be?
I like tiefling in terms of like story, but we rolled human and then we rolled half elf. So obviously we weren't necessarily, you know.
Yeah. I think in terms of story, Tiefling is most interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's do Tiefling.
So you traveled to hell. You came back with some infernal features. Yeah. I was gonna throw you through one more battle, but I don't know.
I think
Without
I
an
would have
eye.
a tough time. Without an eye.
It's all right. We'll save that for later. There's some gonna be looking for you now.
There's what?
There's probably gonna be some people looking for you now.
Who?
I
The
guess
people that I
guess
escaped
no
from in
one really.
hell.
Yeah, I guess you didn't really ruffle too many feathers, but there was an expectation, and now you're not there. So,
It's a mark on my soul.
yeah, exactly.
Probably other devils that we encounter will recognize it. Like, you don't belong here.
I wonder what happened to. Oh, you know what? I remember now. Tory said that he was going to be at home, and that he might be able to get
That's
on his mom's
right.
internet.
Yeah, but probably not. I remember him having a pretty bad connection at his mom's.
Yeah.
That's cool. Tiefling also has charisma, right? I think that'll actually be really good. Oh, it's intelligence and charisma. That's really good. Yeah, that'll work nicely. What kind of demonic
I want to
traits?
show you.
What?
What was that?
It's just Aztec death whistle. Those screams are actually a musical instrument.
Wait, really?
Really.
That's crazy.
Apparently
Cool.
they would use them in battles to intimidate their opponents.
No kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah. You gotta know these things. It's cool as hell.
You have to know these things. They're cool. What kind of demonic traits do you think he'll end up with?
Horns?
Yeah, probably horns. I imagined him before as having crazy beard and crazy frizzy beard and crazy frizzy hair. I feel like those might be different now.
You mean the human form?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You,
I'll think about it.
yeah, that's what I would
He'll
do.
definitely have horns. Cool. I
All
like
your
it.
all your physical traits stay the same, right?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh, no, they're gonna change too.
really?
Yeah.
Your strength, your
Well,
dexterity, and your con change?
well, let's see. I think because the original human. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I probably should ask you if it's okay to rework my stat line with point buy so that it's something that makes sense. Because I think I had a +1 in 2 of my traits, in 2 of my stats, and
Right.
those will disappear and be replaced with different stuff. I guess it actually might not be that bad. Because where the hell
Yeah,
is
I would
human?
say that you can change your physical stats. Like you can rework it with point buy, but um your mental stats should not change. So what are your stats right now?
Actually, I may not need to rework it. My stats are 8 strength, 14 dex, 12 con, 20 int, 14 wisdom, 10 charisma. I mean, the thing is, so like with the variant human that I used, you get +1 in 2 different ability scores, and I don't know which 2 ability scores they were, so I need to figure out. I basically need to rebuild my stat line to figure out where I put those points.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. You have 20 intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get 20 intelligence?
The 2 feats that I took, observe. So I would have started with 18,
But
and
you
then
can't start with 18. The highest you can start with is 16. So I'm wondering if you got a +2 somewhere. Did you add in the Tome of Clear Thought already?
No, I don't think I did.
Well, how many feats do you have?
3.
What's your
So
third
2
feat?
of those. Observant, Linguist, and Alert. So Observant and Linguist each give +1.
You should either have
18.
2 feats. You should either have 2 feats and 20 intelligence, or 3 feats and 18 intelligence.
Oh, maybe that's how I screwed it up. Wait, no, we're... Actually, no, this might be correct. Oh, okay, I get... So it would have started with 16 from point buy. Gotten 2 from 2 of the feats.
You would have started with 15 from point buy. Added in your +1 for being human. That gets you to 16.
Then I've got 2 feats, which each give +1 to bring me up to 18.
Correct.
And then at level 4, I could have put a +2 into intelligence, and at level 8, I could have gained a feat.
Right.
So it should be correct. Oh wait, no. Maybe wait, no. You're right. I have 1 too many feats, don't I? Yeah, you're totally right. I should have either 1 less feat or have 18 intelligence.
I'll tell you what, just rework your stats. Just do a point buy from scratch. Keep your feats.
I'll clean it up and make it. Okay. Yeah, I'll adjust. Look like I made a mistake. At level 1, when you're building your character, you don't get any feats naturally?
Only if you're human. Only if you're human with the...
And you're taking the variant. Variant.
Oh, breaking everything. Yeah, only the variant human gets a feat.
Well, I could, yeah. Been practicing.
What?
Been practicing?
No. I knocked it over. Decided I was going to play it.
All right.
Fix your stats.
Will do.
We will. Earliest I can play again is like not this Thursday, but the next Thursday after, I think.
Okay.
Or no, Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. So Tuesday the 10th.
That would work for me.
Like 6:30.
Yeah, let's see if Tory can do that, and if he can, let's play then.
All right, Harden should be able to play.
That would be good.
Too. he seemed to say that echoing your availability of early afternoon or after work afternoon, evening,
Excellent.
whatever that time period is.
Awesome. Let's do that then.
Well, have fun in your new body.
Man, things do not go well for Barnabas. He's not a happy fellow. Poor guy. I feel sorry for him sometimes. All right, dude.
In any case, are we going to play our campaign next week? Or
yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy.
Barnabas Tacitus.
I'm happy to
Barnabas
DM.
Tacitus and John, or you're happy. Kajasura and the Dragonborn monk.
Either one. I have stuff prepared, so I can DM or we can play whatever folks are feeling.
No,
Do you want to play one or the other?
I would prefer. I'd prefer to play.
Okay, I'll DM. Done.
All right. Later.
Cool, dude. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.